Hey, welcome. I'm all right, thank you. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. Well, I do what I do for you. Today, writers in 25 will live by a storyteller, story with a message in the story for life. Life lessons, what I'm giving. You tuning in and receiving them. I appreciate you. Let's go. Right Thing's mission, and I'm on one, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission. That's what I do for you. Your job is to learn it and then implement it, and you'll see it's true. Let's go. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. I can teach you. Stay tuned. That's why I do what I do. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is, dangerous. Avoid them. Freudian slip here. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. I wake you up with knowledge of self. That'll do it every time. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to Mayat, be true. Again, Mayat represents balance, order, reciprocity. Anything that's divine and good represents Mayat. So if you live in Mayat, you're living right, like your boy. That's how I live. Let's go. Today, speaking of living, right thinkers, let's talk about the GOATs in my lifetime. Yeah, my boy just passed away, Bill Russell, and I've always advocated for him as the GOAT and to come to basketball because of the records. And I tell people, you can say what you want, but let me give you my breakdown to go. It's always argumentative, but some things you can't argue, some things I can prove. So let's go. The GOATs of my lifetime. First of all, I'm going to start with the 5 major people in my life. Okay? Start out with yours truly, my dad, William Savior, aka Duda or Dad. Second one is my Dukes, my mom's, Gloria Wright. Okay? She what I call the down. She's a ride or die. My mom was tough, all right? Next one is number 3. GOAT in my life was my great grandmother, Georgia. Now, I got a great great grandmother. Her name was Emma, which is George's mother. But she's a lot older. I think she's the oldest of my generation. I think she got to be 88 years old. But I knew her. She was a phenomenal lady. But her daughter, Georgia, she raised me and she taught me a lot of things in life. So yeah, she was a bad lady. Okay, I remember her. She was a big Simon Davis Jr. fan. I am one because of her. I've watched Simon Davis Jr. all my life. He been dancing since he was 3 years old. So that's how long you think somebody been starting their career? He started at 3. Okay, so yeah, they never too young to start doing your craft. Okay, here you go. Next one is my grandmother. Next on the list, Cherry Kegler. Now that's the sheep at the top list. But my father, because he raised me, I gotta give him and my due stuff. But my grandmother, him and her, cats and dogs. But they just didn't see eye to eye on. The one thing they saw eye to eye on was my mom. Anything else? No. They were the mortal enemies, the arch enemies. But he was good to her. He took care of when she needed him, so it's cool. The next GOAT is my father's mother, my grandmother on my father's side, May. And the reason why she is so important, because the day that I got my enlightenment was their birthday, 2015. So she's always, when I say May the 1st, she was born and she had 11 brothers and sisters, so they was running, I guess, running out of names. Since she was born on May the 1st, her name is May. Okay? Matter of fact, Willa May. Willa. But back in them days, that's how it went. But yeah, she another one. My grandmother, my mother's side, was like the wicked witch of the west. She didn't take no shorts. But my mom, my father's mother, when I go there, she treated me like I was a king. So I was always, treated nice by her. She always took care of brother. So yeah, she was always a nice witch. Not either one was bad, but I looked at it from that aspect. Next one is, here we go. Now, GOATs, acronym for greatest of all times. If you're talking football, we're going to do football. I got basketball, I got boxing, and then I got the greatest of all time, my teachers, my people who I admire. So my greats. That's what it says, greatest of my time, not nobody else's. This is my concept. So whether you agree with me or not, I don't care. Let's go. Football greats. If I'm gonna start a football team, you need a running back. Jim Brown. It was a discussion. It ain't no. Jim Brown. Stop right there. If I need me a linebacker, LT, your turn. I'm gonna need another running back, because Jim Brown pretty much I'm gonna need somebody who can get loosey goosey. Gail Sayers, my man, number 40 for the Chicago Bears, all right? Hall of Fame, 5 years of career. He did so much that short time. He made it in, my dude. But I want somebody to play defense. No, Neon, I want Ronnie Lott, okay? That's my man, okay? He's a baller. Old school. I like the way he played the game. And he's humble. And the final call I'm giving, I'm old school. I was a wide receiver coming up. We had a wide receiver, Cleveland Brown. Okay. Paul Warfield. He ended up going to Miami Dolphins and I think won the Super Bowl with them. But for my money, and when I went to college in the University of Tampa, Freddie Solomon was the quarterback. I prided myself after him because he ran and threw the ball. So he's my idol. I hung out with him when I was in Tampa. He ended up going to San Francisco 49ers, and he introduced your boy, Jerry Rice. Okay, he was one of the wide receivers when Jerry Rice came in. He was one of the players that helped him along the way. But in football, that's my five. Okay, basketball, let's go. And again, it ain't debatable. It ain't a question. I'm just giving you information. That's all. Well, how you feel about it, it's up to you. Basketball. I've been advocating for this, and now that my man passed away, they got to put it in stone. Bill Russell, the greatest basketball player ever. End of discussion. You got Mount Rushmore. Football, Jim Brown. Basketball, Bill Russell. Understand that. Next one is, for my money, I'm a Walt Frazier man. Okay, Clyde. Okay. Next one is, I shoot a hook shot from half court for a reason. I was a Harlem Globetrotter fan. And for my money, I want Metal Rock Lemon running the show. Okay? That's the man. Next one is his buddy, Marcus Haynes. The rap on Marcus Haynes was, two guys couldn't get the ball from him in the phone booth. You gotta be a dribbling somebody. A lot of people know about the Curry Neal, but he learned from Marcus Haynes, the original dribbler, okay? Back in the day. And last but not least, on my list, again, this is my list, the Birdman. That cracker cabal, okay? I loved his attitude, okay? He didn't care. He knew he could play, and he would let you know what he gonna do before he do it. That's trash. He's the ultimate. He's the best trash talker. When I talk to trash on the hoop court, I say, yo, man, I'm about to end the game with you on a hook shot from half court. Did I go do it? So that's why the Bird fan. Okay, understand that. Next one is, we got my man. I was a boxing fan before I was a football and basketball fan. So boxing and baseball were my first two loves. So boxing, start at the top, classic, Muhammad Ali. But a lot of people don't know Jack Johnson was beating the white man down and taking his women, so they had to arrest him and lock him up for taking women across the state line because they couldn't be no other way. But he made the first black man heavyweight champion in the world, and he made a mockery of the white man. He just beat him to a pulp, and then he take the women out. Next one is Sugar Ray Robinson. Pound for pound, made the best ever did it. When they fought back in them days, they fought for pride. They didn't fight for the money. There wasn't no bunch of money. So Right now, they just give you money. You ain't got to be that good. But to be considered the greatest of all time, you had to put some work in, from my aspect. And Sugar was the man. Next one is, for my money, I'm going with Roberta Durant, not Sugar Ray Leonard. No, I like the little hands of stone. He came to fight. Okay. Next one, and you gotta have Mike Tyson on the list, but I gotta throw in on that one. I was a Michael Spinks fan. Why? Because I like the way he fought. I like the way he conducted himself as a light heavyweight. Now, he went out of his class and he didn't do too well, but he did the right thing. He took Mike Tyson knowing, look, the first time he hit me, I'm going out. Mike hit him, he went out. He got 12 mil, we ain't heard no more from him since, so much respect for that guy. All right, outside the ring also, took the money and ran, literally. I ain't heard no more about him, good or bad. I respect him. Okay, now, my GOATs of all time. For me, let's go. Number one, ding, 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 Malcolm X. I ran the streets, sold drugs, went to prison, got smarter, got wiser the time I was there, learned a few lessons, learned about myself, involved myself, but I still came out and I changed my life around. But it wasn't until later on I started my studies and started really getting into what I'm doing, where, okay, I got it. Help my people. So that's my Malcolm. Next one, everybody needs to laugh. Comedian, I want Red Fox. I'm not Eddie Murphy, no, Red Fox, I'm good. That's what I grew up with. I'm going with what? Mine. Okay, understand that. Next one is classic. The reason why I consider myself or call myself a master teacher, and I do my due diligence to be considered a master of what I'm doing, teaching. But John Henrik Clark was the most intelligent black man on black people for my time. His buddy, Dr. Ben. Yakety. We know him as Dr. Ben. I ran to Dr. Ben over 35 years ago. I rode with him until he passed away, and his student, Ashra Kwesi, rode with him a few years after that. And then I ran into my final teacher who set me free, Sabai Muwata Ashby. All the books that he got, about 75, 80 books in my whole library, is Ashby down from start to finish pretty much. A few stuff in between, but yeah, that's who I did studying for the last 15 years. So yeah, that's my top 5 and greatest of all time, influential people in my life. Hope you enjoyed the lineup. It was a little something different, and this was in honor and memory of my all-time great, Bill Russell, on the hoop court. Mike, much respect, the rest of you guys, but Bill did it better than anybody. 13 years, 11 championships, an 8-peat. Y'all happy with 3-peats, okay, but get no more than we go. 8. So until you can reach 9-peat, Bill, your name is in stone. GOT of all time. Book closed. I'm done. Hope you appreciate the lesson. It was personal.